Hey, welcome everybody to today's class. Today we're looking at advanced phrasal verbs and idioms again. I'm taking this from a white book called Advanced Phrasal Verbs and Idioms, and it's from Oxford University Press. You can find it if you put it into Google or Amazon. But I do already have a book on phrasal verbs available. This book's available on my website. Somebody bought a copy today and I want to say thanks, because it's when people buy copies that I think about writing another one about idioms, collocations and phrasal verbs, because there's a lot more I could say. This one's just got phrasal verbs. It doesn't have any idioms or collocations in it, but I'm thinking about writing another one with idioms and collocations as well. But yeah, it all depends how interested people are in this book, really, because it takes a lot of time. Now, hi Anna, good morning. Now we're gonna start with to err on the side of caution. So if you err on the side of caution, you're doing something to be on the safe side. Yeah, to be on the safe side. We often say that as well, to be on the safe side. And it means to do something carefully. If you err on the side of caution, you're going to do something carefully just to be safe, just in case. Okay, so it's very common, this one, to err on the side of caution. It sounds quite formal to me, quite formal, but it's a really common idiom, very, very common indeed. So if you do something to err on the side of caution, you do it to be on the safe side. You do it in order to be safe, to be careful. You do something carefully. Good morning, Tanya. Nice to see you. Okay, to have time or money to play with. This means that you've got some free time or some spare cash, some free money that you can do something with, that you can play with. So it's quite, it's what you would expect it to mean, I think. So if somebody's got a lot of money to play with, it means they've got plenty of money and they can do what they like with it. They can perhaps invest it in a lot of different places. And so they have money to play with. You can also say they have money to burn. And I think, yeah, here, I've got it down here. If you've got money to burn, it means you've got loads of money. You've got so much money that you can sit there and set fire to it. That's how much money you've got. You've got money to burn. And so it means you've got loads of money to play with when you've got money to burn. Again, it's really common, that idiom, so do learn it. Put somebody off can mean two things, really. It can mean distract. Oh, that's very poor spelling for distract. Distract somebody. So if you're driving and the kids are arguing, shouting, screaming in the back, they can put you off your driving. It can be dangerous. They can distract you. And so you'll probably tell them off. You'll give them a stern ticking off. You will tell them off because it's putting you off. So it means distract, but it also means to make somebody stop liking something. So make somebody stop liking something. So, for example, you might say, the smell of smoke always puts me off my dinner. I think this is true. I'm a smoker, but I actually think this is true, that the smell of smoke is horrible if you're eating. And so the smell of smoke puts me off my dinner. Excuse me, I don't like it when people are smoking and I'm eating at the same time. It makes me lose appetite. It puts me off my dinner. Now, if you put something off, a date, maybe I have to put the lesson off until next week. That means delay the lesson until next week. Hi, Lolly Lolly. So put something off, it just means to make it later, to delay it until the following week, or month or year or whatever, but you put it off, you delay it. Now, to come to is a very common phrasal verb with money. If you say the list of items that you bought at the shop, yeah, the list of items, the price comes to, the total comes to, it just means equals or totals. Yeah, so the price comes to £55, yeah, or the price comes to £108. And it just means all of the items added together come to, yeah, and so it's for equals, really. It's quite an easy one. To bear fruit, I think this is in a lot of different languages. I imagine it comes from the Latin. So if a project looks fruitful, then it will bear fruit. It will be successful. Remember that we also say fruitful. So fruitful can mean profitable. You know, if an idea is profitable, then it is fruitful. It's going to bear fruit. It's going to be successful. And bear fruit just means fruit is going to be generated. It's going to be produced from this project. So profits will be produced from this project, or earnings, high earnings will be produced. So to bear fruit, very common idiom. To have more money than sense. Now this means that somebody is filthy rich. Yeah, that just means really rich, horribly rich, you might say. Filthy rich. It collocates very well. So it means somebody is filthy rich, but they don't have many brains. Yeah, that's the idea. They're not very intelligent. They're a little bit stupid with their money. So they've got so much money, they've got money to burn, they've got so much money to play with that they spend it in a stupid way. And so if you've got loads and loads of money, you might have more money than sense, and it just means you spend it in a very stupid way. It's very easy to spend money very quickly, to splash out on all sorts of things. Yeah, remember, splash out on, it means spend on something which you really enjoy. It's very easy to splash out on holidays and new cars and new houses, and before you know it, you've got no money left. So we would say you have more money than sense, and it just means you've got more money than brains, you've got more money than intelligence. Okay, so that's for people that are filthy rich, who are living in the lap of luxury. It's another expression we say. If somebody lives in the lap of luxury, it means they live a luxurious lifestyle. They enjoy splashing out on luxuries. They enjoy the comforts of life. Okay, so they live in the lap of luxury. And usually lap is just your leg. A cat sits on your lap sometimes. Mine never sits on my lap. But a cat will sit on your lap, or a small child, or a dog. Okay, if you live life in the fast lane, then this sounds like you enjoy spending a lot of money to me. And it could, I would say this could mean two things. If you live life in the fast lane, it could mean that you just have a very exciting life where you, I don't want to give you the wrong impression here. Maybe you're spending lots of money on champagne and you're splashing out on lots of different things. I think it's very often when you spend money very quickly on expensive stuff, it means you're living life in the fast lane. You've got money to burn, and so you're living life in the fast lane. You're splashing out on all sorts of things. Now, this one's very often used with money as well. You've probably noticed that there are a lot of money expressions today. If you say something like, he would think nothing of spending £200 on a bottle of wine, that means that it's nothing for him. £200 is nothing for him, and it doesn't matter